Turns out most of us have been reamping wrong for years, and we didn't even know about it. Traditional reamp boxes have never been designed to truly simulate a guitar plugged into an amplifier, and that matters a lot. Now, this little device corrects whatever classic reamp boxes were getting wrong all along. And the difference is not subtle. So today I'm gonna show you why impedance matters, how it changes everything, especially when it comes to fuzzes and organic guitar amplifier sounds, and how this dirt cheap device that I made and that you will also be able to make changes everything. So buckle up as we are going slightly technical on the topic of reamping. Okay, so this is the device. I call it the Pretender. It is passive, it has a bypass switch, it has a rotary switch, it has a potentiometer, and I'm gonna be telling you all about what these controls do a little bit later in the video. It generally looks very simple, but I assure you that under the hood, this device completely reshapes the signal your amp sees. So I am going to be showing you some super nice sound samples where we are going to be comparing the classic reamp box with this device and without it, obviously. And in addition to that, we are going to explore some very interesting things that you can do with this device, because it is not only used for fixing stuff, it can be used for very creative studio work, which I'm absolutely sure you are very interested in. So yeah, if you're into building stuff, everything that you need to build such a device is very easy to grab, and I will tell you all the details a little bit later in the video. Alright, so first we need to talk about the problem. So what is the problem with classic reamp boxes? Well, what the classic reamp boxes do is they drop the signal. They drop the signal to a level which is absolutely fine for our pedals and our guitars, but they actually completely ignore the impedance. Now, impedance is extremely important because a lot of our guitar equipment is very impedance sensitive. Therefore, if we ignore the impedance, that leads to improper gain staging. Improper gain staging leads to a change in dynamics, therefore a change in how stuff actually feels when you play through it. It leads to inconsistent results, especially if you want to get the exact same tone that you were getting when you plugged your guitar directly into the amplifier and you compare it to the thing that you just reamped. You would hear some kind of weird and harsh high frequency content which is not normally present when you only use your guitar and a cable. So what this device actually does, it matches the output impedance of this device to something that your amplifier wants to see. It has a bunch of controls where you can actually tailor stuff, so the passive filtering that happens within this device actually kills all these weird harsh DI frequencies that were not normally present in your signal. With the switch and the pot, you can actually tailor exactly how you want your signal to sound before it's fed into the amplifier, which opens up a bunch of other possibilities other than just matching the sound to your original pickups. But you can play around with this, you can change the sound completely. And in addition to that, it doesn't only work great with the raw DI signals, but works great with active pickups, and you can also put it on your pedal board after some kind of buffer, because it's going to reintroduce some sense of passive pickup-y stuff and kind of gently shape that buffered tone. By the way, if you're digging this stuff and if you like these deep dives into tone and that kind of stuff, now is the right moment to go and click on that like button and subscribe to the channel, because it keeps the videos coming and it tells me that this stuff actually matters to you. Oh, by the way, did I tell you that this video is not sponsored, nor is this channel sponsored in any way? And what I'm showing you today is actually one of many projects that I do in my free time, which is weird, I understand. But if you want to build such a device, you will find the full guide with schematics and wiring on my Slightly Technical Academy, where you should go and register, because registration is for free. You've got some tech pages, you can learn some stuff over there. My course is coming out in a couple of weeks, which is ridiculously long and ridiculously detailed, but it's full of uncensored industry secrets when it comes to guitar tone. And if you want, you can buy some of these Tonex packs that I offer on my website that were reamped with a device such as this one, and they sound really cool. So I thank you for supporting. Let's listen now to a fuzz track so we can actually hear how proper impedance matching sounds like. another creative way how we can use this device is to take a humbucker track and turn it into a single coil track, or simply take a dull track and liven it up a little bit. Let's listen to that. Now, if we wanted to be super naughty and wanted to do some kind of double tracking, we can reamp the same track but with different settings, effectively simulating as if the guitar was used with different pickups. So one track is going to be a classic humbucker sound, the other one will be a little bit more single coily, and then I'm going to pan them fully left and right, so let's take a listen to that. Furthermore, we can be creative to the max and use some kind of extreme settings on this device to reamp our signal to get something different. So let's take a listen to that. So this is dirt cheap, super simple, easy to build, and it's completely passive, and you just plug it after your reamp box. People think that reamping is all about level, but with guitars it is far more nuanced. So this box gives you a dirt cheap DIY way to reshape your tone, and if you don't like what it's doing, you just flick the bypass switch. Let me know what you think about this. I'll be seeing you in the next video.